regains 1d6 plus 1 expended charges each day at dawn. If you expend the wand's last charge, roll a d20 at 1. The wand will blah blah blah. If you expend the wand's last charge, roll a d20. On a 1, the wand crumbles into ash and is destroyed.
I don't remember you saying about the increasing spell level. That's actually fairly powerful.
It's strong, but it has
Well,
limited amount of
increasing
uses.
spell levels just means you can use more magic missiles. Like I want to use level 5, which basically means the magic missile damage 5 of them.
And it uses 5 charges.
Yeah, pretty much. You can use as high as level 7, which is 7 charges.
Use it all. Break it all.
You'd roll a d20, and if you roll a 1 on that raw d20, the wand will crumble.
Yep.
And you will be not able to use it until the next day. So use it wisely, as you do.
I think if it crumbles, it's like gone, I think, right? For D1.
Yeah, it crumbles into ash and is destroyed.
You said till next day, so that's why I got confused.
No, I didn't. What the fuck?
You said roll
I'll
1,
read
it
it.
You literally said roll 1, it crumbles, and then the next day it'll be
Tater,
fine.
don't bullshit me, Tater, with your like bad hearing. I legitimately read it. I legitimately read a paragraph.
Matty, that's what he said, right?
No, I'm gonna reread it again so you two can actually listen for like this fucking thing. This wand has 7 charges. With the wand in hand, you can use your action to fire a magic missile spell from the wand. No components required, and expend 1 to 3 of the wand's charges. For each charge you expend beyond 1, the spell level increases by 1. You can use this wand even if you are incapable of casting spells. The wand regains 1d6 plus 1 expended charges each day at dawn. If you expend the wand's last charge, roll d20. On a 1, the wand crumbles into ash and is destroyed.
Yes, but then you said right after that.
That was it. I literally read it. There was nothing extra.
Del, I know what you meant, but you did not. You added something else after that, made it sound like you were continuing it. I know what you meant. I know what you meant.
It only recharges at dawn.
Yes, so what you said was it crumbles, and then you said, oh, it recharges at dawn too. So you basically combined the 2 sentences and made it seem like even if it crumbles, it recharges at dawn. I know that
the
it's
wand
going.
crumbles into ash and is destroyed.
Yes,
I don't understand what you guys think that means, but it means that it's gone.
Del, we understand that, but how you said it made it sound like it recharges after dawn because you said it right after that.
What? You had just asked, like, oh, so I'm
I know, Del, I'm aware of the. No, I know the functions.
I'm all like, oh yeah, it recharges at dawn.
Yes,
it doesn't matter. Just a simple misspeaking.
What? It's a wand.
Don't worry about it.
No, Del, we know what you're talking
Then
about.
use it if you want. I don't give a fuck.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Alright. Where are you guys going? You're in the pond.
What? Okay, I guess we head over these steps.
You see nothing, Tater. It's literally just a pond. There's water.
No, I meant behind me for the slime.
How far can you see with the torch?
Torch, I think it's 30.
Then you see nothing.
Yep.
Okay. We're gonna head towards steps.
Well, I think Gundren's the one carrying the torch too.
Yeah. I'm just walking flashlight, so I'm fine.
You got flashlight eyes.
I can see. Hey,
Row the
wanna
Gundren
come over
follow.
here? What was that about Gundren?
The rogue and Gundren follow.
Oh, okay. We should
I
send
will.
a rogue.
Wait, what the fuck? We all slid. There we go. It's weird.
Map slid just a bit.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, come up here and peek around the corner. Perception probably?
Probably.
Or could I see anything?
Or stealth.
Well, you're at the corner. You have to stand in front of the thing. You can't just peek around.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm putting logic in D&D. There we go.
There you go. So in front of you, you see a corridor, and you see a large steel door.
I vote we send the rogue up to look around the corner.
just so you're tracking and just so you're paying attention, when you're using your character, the character sees in a cone. Wherever you're looking at, imagine a cone shining forward. If for some reason there's a wall there, you're not going to be able to see around that cone. It's literally straight cone line. It's a line.
Okay.
Because then it starts getting into weird territory where you're like peeking across and you just like spot someone but they don't spot you. But what happens if they spot you? Oh, then I'm behind a wall. They can't hit me.
Wasn't it just like stealth stuff too? To be fair.
It could go that, but for right now we'll just do the cone.
Yeah, do the simple. Okay, is the rogue and Gundren moving up, or should I
I have
need
to like
wait more?
I have to grab them
Yeah,
every
unfortunately I
now and then.
cannot.
Hold on.
Rolling perception from behind, using Gundren's torch. While you guys keep doing your stuff.
You sense you like hear a little bit of slime, but you don't see anything.
Okay.
Again, it's only about 30 feet, and I think Cathra as a dwarf has dark vision, if I remember correctly, right?
Correct.
Yep.
Okay, but dark vision is only good if let's see if I can look up the rules, because I remember that there was a difference between two types of vision. One is like vision in which you can see when there's low light, and there's one in which you can see when there is no light. When there's no light, it's different. So you can't discern color in darkness, only shades of gray. Accustomed to the light underground, you can have superior vision in the dark and dim conditions. You can see in dim lights within 60 feet of you as if you were bright light and darkness. And if you were dim light, you can't discern color in sky, only shades of gray. Okay. Alright, I understand the rules. I will roll accordingly.
I'm not looking that way anyway, though. So.
Well, yeah, but you still have something called passive perception, which is on your character sheet. And all I have to do is just, if for some reason the monster decides and is able to catch up, because he is, again, very slow, you'll literally just slime through, and if you can't sense it, use your passive perception, then, I mean, unless he's within 30 feet in the light, like, yeah, he's not going to be spotted.
Okay. So, Nathaniel, you want to look up ahead?
Nathaniel responds with, sure, which way?
Let's look to the left first.
North or south?
North, sorry.
And Nathaniel moves up. Up to the north, he spots a stairwell going up. And to the south, he spots a dead end, filled with rubble. It looks like it was a passageway that had been caved in.
Gundren can dig for those, can he? I think you said.
Gundren can try to, but at the same time, he has tools that could break through shallow walls. But if you want him to actually try to go through the hallway and excavate, it'll take a lot longer than a few minutes.
Okay. So I guess we'll.
Any idea where we are in this cave?
Gundren responds with a almost like a taunt. He says, "Yes, we're inside of a cave. It looks like it used to be a building, a lot of cave-ins. Looks like it took some blows." And he points to sides of the walls where you can see that there are very odd areas where it seems very refined, very straight and well-cut pieces, and then all of a sudden you see some spots that are just rubble. So he says it's probably where a fight took place. Doesn't know where we are other than maybe somewhere in a cave. He says he memorized the area, the way to get out, but other than that,
No, I thought
your
he
guess
had
is
like
as good
a
as his.
rough old map.
He does have a map, and he
Okay.
tells you the rough layout. He says that forward to the east, he says there should be a room. And if you head north, then you'll hit some stairs on the east, and then to the west, if you keep going, there will be a door to another room. But so far, he just knows a basic layout. He doesn't know what's inside of them.
Yeah, I figured.
He also doesn't know if anything has changed.
I figured the lake be a good landmark on the map, if anything. Let's check this door out. See if we hear anything on the inner side. I'm looking for it. Hold on.
I tell Shoe Gundren to get closer to us so he doesn't get eaten.
There we go. So let's see. I need to look at your character sheets real quick.
Okay.
Alright, I got all the character sheets found. Oh, where are you? What the fuck? What the fuck? Tater, have you been manually upping your passive wisdom?
No? I don't believe so.
The passive wisdom perception doesn't go up with bonuses.
I haven't touched perception.
Are you sure you have a 16?
I have it selected as one of the ones for wisdom, and it added 6 to it when I checked it for perception.
Okay, so that means
my wisdom is only 1.
Your passive perception must have gone up because of the wisdom, but that's fucking huge. All right, whatever.
Yeah, it's just the perception.
Unless it's something specific, then it should be fine. Then
I get 3 for proficiency bonus.
Get that thing checked because like that's a lot. Okay.
Well, I
you're
think
level 5. It's not too crazy, and you're considered a ranger right now, so you should be fine.
Yeah, hold on. Actually, I'm pretty sure it's the traits give me increased perception too.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, let me look at something real quick. Who's next to the door?
Cathra.
Now you said it, I'm gonna roll again.
I mean, you hear the hallway?
I'm more looking behind me to keep an eye on the slime. I'm just passing the time waiting for Kefra to do stuff. I can't see shit, so I'm pretty useless here.
You hear a slight echoes of a slime that's moving, but again, you see nothing, just darkness.
Yep.
Kethra, as you put your ear against the door, you hear a bit of sounds. It sounds like language that you've heard before. It's Goblin, and it sounds like it's just rough grunting and a few like almost whining sounds. You can't make out what they're saying just because you don't speak Goblin, but they're complaining in Goblin, and you don't hear much else. But you do hear that there is. You do hear the voice be a lot raspier and a lot deeper than goblins would normally be. So you think that, I mean, perhaps they're goblins, but at the same time, it doesn't sound like a goblin.
Okay. Kosef, why don't you get in position to shoot through the door?
Alright. I aim my crossbow at the door. It's dark, so I can't really see anything. So you just want me to shoot in the door?
Well, yeah.
Well,
Can I open the door from the side or no?
Yeah. Can you open
Like
the door
Ken
from the
with
side?
Thaumaturge.
You can.
He said locked, I should say.
Hold on. Okay. You can try to open the door.
Okay, I'll try to open it.
Okay. Do a. Actually, I'll just do the roll. That's the shame. You go up to the door and you lay your hand firmly on it. You had told Kosef to wait and to be prepared for when you open it, and as you go to the side, you reach to the side and you attempt to push it open as if it was a normal door, and you hear like kind of like the movement of your hand over the door, but you can't push it open. It feels like it's very sturdy in place. Sturdy and in place, yeah.
roll an Arcana to see if it's a magic door.
Or maybe barred somehow.
You look at the door and you see that it's it's a door. Whoa! Magically a door. Whatever
guess-
magic is on here, it's probably of door magic. Too
I roll
advanced.
perception to see if Maddie can't open a door properly.
You see that Maddie is kind of like, I mean, Kathra is just sitting on the side and putting her arm over the door and trying to push it, but you can tell that she's not pretending to not be able to open the door. She legitimately is pushing quite hard.
I look at Nathaniel. Can you look at the lock, baby?
Nathaniel goes up and he looks at the door. He looks at the lock and he looks and he feels and he looks back at you and he says, "There's no lock. It's just the door. It's probably something behind it."
Alright,
Probably
so
barred from the other side.
well, let's move on then.
So, we have to keep in mind they may have heard us out here.
Yeah.
Okay, let's head to the north.
I was gonna say, keep going, Maddie. Unless Dell's gonna give you more vision.
Hold on, I have to do a few things at once before I can
Yeah.
work on that.
Yeah, that's why I'm just waiting. Just give him time.
Okay. And the rope
Nothing up here.
Gundren
see.
from behind. The road goes up and he's able to see a little bit down the corridor. Unfortunately, he can't see that far as he only sees as far as the light is shining, so he's kind of like just can't see it more. As he starts gesturing to Kathra to move up. Since I believe, Kathra, you have the torch, or does the rogue have it? Because the rogue didn't say he had it.
I'm on magical light.
Okay, because if you're doing it by just your eyes, or do you have a spell up?
I have a light spell up.
Okay, what's the distance on that again? Is that 60 or is that 30?
Let me double check. I think it's 20 bright, 20 dim.
Okay,
Uh,
so it's 40 in total on radius.
Yes.
Okay. The road goes up, and you can't really see up higher other than the light that you have using, but you know.
Keep moving forward then. I
As you move up,
think we should go to the west path.
you see. Yeah, you see a little more, and to the east you see that there's a hallway, and it goes into an area that can go up north, and to the east you just see that it's sort of just like up to a certain area.
Is it still all dark?
Now hold on for just a bit, something has occurred.
Do I just make the assumption Gundren's following us behind me? Like I told him to stay with the group? So I know it's a pain in the ass for you to drag him.
It very much is.
Kate, are you meant to be streaming to Discord?
Oh, am I streaming to Discord too? That don't really matter. But yeah, I'm gonna stop it.
Agreed, hold on.
There, I turned it off. I'm streaming Darkness to Discord too? That's pretty funny.
You're just up dark screen. What the hell you're doing?
No, it's probably because the Roll20 steals the camera.
Wait, what? Oh, okay. What the fuck? Okay. What are you gonna do next?
What do you think we should go, Kosa? Also, we got the open cavern to the east or more hallway to the west?
Sorry?
What way do you feel we should go? We have an open hallway to the east, or we can go through more hallways to the west?
I'd look at her and say, I can't see. Whatever you think is best.
Fair. I think we should go to the west for now. Kind of hard to get our bearing in here, but go this way.
I try to aim down as much as I
you're
can.
in the corridor, as you're in the corridor, so you're gonna have to go back to the position where you were standing at for the corridor. And I'll say that the rogue was like starting to head maybe 5 feet to the west, and Gundren was like just behind just a bit, and you guys were there. As you know, you do have light that's emanating, and there were individuals that were in the area that was slightly to the east, and they were able to see this light, and they were alerted. So they carefully and they carefully moved outwards. I mean forward. However, they were quite loud, and you were all able to hear some noise. So both of you just kind of like spot each other, and what you spot is these 3 bugbears that were in this area, and also I guess you spot another being right next to the wall, but you can't really see them. But I will show specifically what is in this area.
Well, let's go at company after all, so support that plan.
So
Alright.
as you're there, all 4 of you, well technically 3 of you, spot what appears to be 3 bugbears and another being which appears to be a drow. And the drow looks very familiar. Uh, Kosef, if you're able to actually see the drow, you notice that it was the drow that was back in Cragmaw Castle.
Okay.
Now, hold on, let me... There we go, I finally got the turn order out. If you can, please roll for initiative.
God damn it.
There we go. Why are you so hard to look at for stuff? There's like this enemy that he's gonna be the one that you guys are gonna be fighting, and it's so difficult to understand what the fuck he's doing. It's so weird. There we go. Alright, because you are level 5, and this was meant to be a level 4 dungeon, I'm not going to be fudging the rolls. So, just so you know, if you get hurt quite a bit, you will most likely be going down.
Yep.
So I only see... Yeah, those two. Okay, so I'm going to roll for...
Rough man.
the drow. And then I'm gonna get the bugbear.
You tripled their rolls, their initiatives. I saw 5, 8, and then something turned into 21.
Yeah, I'll just reroll them. I was trying to just roll one pog for all of them, but doesn't want to do that.
Be okay with the 5. Oh, okay. I see how it is.
Eh, not too bad. So it looks like one of the bugbears is going to go first. Cathra, this drow that you saw earlier, a bugbear, Kosef, Methman, and the bugbear. Alright. So from right now, you notice that all four of you have noticed each other. You're surprised, however, the bugbears take out their weapons in preparation to fight you, and you as well. First, it's going to be the bugbear. It's going to be... Let me just give them... Oh wow! It actually shows you which one you clicked for. That's pretty fucking awesome. All right, so this bugbear, he...
Yep.
Wait, what? I didn't know he did that. That's fucking crazy. One of the bugbears sees you and he's like, "Oh shit!" So he takes out the javelin and he prepares to throw it at the person that is to the north part, which looks like Kosef. And
Do
he
I
throws
have
a javelin?
Do I have any advantage because he has to throw from bottom steps?
No, he is within range. If you were just actually, let me see how far he can throw this. So he can throw from a minimum of 30 feet to 120 feet, and he also has... blah blah blah, goblinoids. Really? Does a bugbear not have dark vision? Hold on. Okay, they also have dark vision. They can see within 60 feet. I was worried about that. I was like, then how the hell are they in here with no torches? This doesn't make any sense. Whatever. Anyways, the bugbear throws a javelin. He throws it right towards you, Kosa. If you're within range, you can throw from a certain feet to a certain distance. And if I remember correctly, your AC was...
What's your AC?
17. That's really high. Oh well, whatever. 17? Kosef?
Oh,
Take
you
it.
rolled a 17?
No, is
God.
your what
Pay
is your
attention.
AC?
AC 17.
AC is 17. Okay. So he throws a javelin and it misses slightly to the right of you. Afterwards, he decides that he is going to get into position to just go and attack you. He starts moving forward to here. Next is Kathra.
I'm gonna move forward a little bit, and then I'm gonna cast Bless on me, Kosef, and Nathaniel. And that's all.
Okay.
Yeah. But go ahead.
Next is going to be the Drow. The fuck? That's crazy. I didn't know you could do that. Alright.
Every time you say that, it worries me.
Like, so there's some things that I just haven't been using because it just, if you guys had to face it, it would suck. But like now that you're above leveled, then you should be able to easily handle this encounter, and I don't have to like, you know, just pull back, dumb it down. Let's see. Right now it's going to be the Drow. Huh, how can I use that? That's such an odd one. I wish that it had a better description of how they could use this. And the doppelganger then runs up. It looks like it has enough space, and he goes up in front of you, Kosef, and he makes an attack. What the fuck? Wait, what? Ugh, I hate reading these characters. Alright, whatever. Kosef, he goes up to you and he goes so quickly and so nimbly that you're unable to react in time. He goes up and he grabs you and he lifts you up and he throws you on the ground.
I don't get to roll any defensive against that?
No, he rolled 19 in order to see if he grappled you. And he
Oh,
did.
you can't roll cancel? That sucks. Oh well.
No, it's just a success or you can't. Someone just can't go up to you and just grab you, and you can say no. You
Well,
cannot
to
grab
be
me.
fair, you should be able to roll acrobatics if he tries to throw you.
Not if he's successful in throwing you.
Well, no,
makes
if
any
he
sense.
usually
goes
throws, you're
up-
supposed to be able to defend yourself. Whatever.
No, because he rolled to see if he could grab you. So whatever reaction you had was not enough.
Okay, sure.
You have an AC. Your AC is more than your armor. It's how you move. It's how you dodge.
Ah,
It's how you
yeah.
explain that you were able to avoid an attack. If someone
Okay.
swings their sword at you and you have an AC of 17, it doesn't just mean that your armor just bounces off the blade. It means that of your various skills that you have, if they were to swing it, they don't have enough practice or skill or luck with it, then they'll
Yeah.
just either miss you, it'll go off.
Okay,
it won't
I'm on the
harm you,
ground.
things like that. So Harmony, and unfortunately, it is prone. He takes out. What the fuck does this even mean? Okay, so he does grab you and he throws you to the ground. He does 5 damage to you as he throws you to the ground. You are prone currently, so the turn will need to be you getting up if you decide.
Okay, so I only get to attack once then because I get extra attack.
No, you could use. Actually, no, you're right. You can use one action to get up, and the other one will be to actually attack.
Yeah.
You can do that.
Okay.
So the drow comes up and he grabs you and he throws you to the ground. Next is the bugbear from behind, as he comes up. And he actually he'll come up from here. He comes up and he grabs, and he doesn't grab, he actually wait, what? Okay, so Bugbear has something called Brute, which I haven't been using. And Brute is when the Bugbear hits with a melee weapon attack, the attack deals 1 extra die of the weapon's damage to the target. So I'm going to be attacking you with a Morningstar, and currently you have a Blessing, which allows you to be at... how much? What's your AC right now, Kathra?
My AC is 19, but that's just normal.
Your blessing doesn't affect AC, it affects attack.
Yeah, plus attack rolls.
Okay, wait, what the... Why is it there? Okay. So right now you're at 18?
19.
19? Okay. So you're at 19 and the Bugbear decides to attack you. He rolls a 7 and he picks up his Morningstar and tries to swing at you. However, he's just unable to reach you as he hasn't gotten used to like standing in the stairs. He thought you were just a little bit higher and he just swung too high. Next is going to be Kosef.
Okay. I use my first turn to get up, and then I use my extra attack that I have to attack with my greatsword, and I swing my greatsword at him, and I completely miss.
You swing your greatsword, but as you do it too quickly as you try to get up, and unfortunately, you just it was just you getting up too quickly and swinging the sword. A bit of a panic as they suddenly came up on you. You've heard them before, but at the same time, this was all done very quickly. What will you do next? You're currently standing up.
I can't do anything. My turn's done.
You can move.
No, I'm not moving to take an extra attack. No, thank you.
Okay. And the rogue gets surprised and he goes, "What the hell?" He goes from behind Kosef and he tries to slide in. As he does, he surprises a drow where he attacks him. And he attacks him with his short bow, gains advantage, and he rolls a nat 20 on his advantage roll. That's really good. And as he does, he rolls the basic 1d6 plus another 1d6 plus his 3d6, which is a total of 5d6 plus 4. And that is a total of 20 damage as he shows up from behind underneath the legs of Kosef. He grabs his short sword and swings his sword up and tries to disembowel the being that's in front of him. And he stabs him for 20. The drow is hurt. He's very surprised that he did that. And the rogue then tries to hide behind the side of the wall again, disengages.
Next campaign, we should all be rogues. God damn.
You could. It's just very difficult towards the end because, like, it becomes very difficult towards later parts of the campaign because you're all supposed to be hiding and you're just like there, but if you get hit, you die immediately. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun.
If you
One day
wanna-
we'll get a
want
map
the
where
bullshit class,
actually
never discount a fighter.
one day I'll have
Fighter
a
can do anything.
yeah, except if you're in a cave and you're a ranged fighter and you're useless.
No, a fighter can do anything. A fighter
Not
can even
really.
become a maid. Yeah, really, man. Fighters can do anything. Just set
No,
up that way.
not this build. This build sucks for this campaign. I should have
The
switched to the noble.
bugbear looks at you, Kosef, and he sees that you currently got up, and he looks at you a bit distraught. He sees you as the weaker link. He takes out his javelin and throws one at you.
Is he rolling disadvantage because he's trying to throw for 2 different people to hit me?
But you're at the top of the stairs.
Yeah, and the person who picked me up and threw me is at the bottom of the stairs.
He
The
does
other
not
one.
get disadvantage.
Okay, whatever.
He rolls 19, which you have 17, just
Yep.
enough to hit you. He rolls up and he's able to hit you with the javelin. It hits you on the side of the shoulder, for not too bad. He doesn't get bruised, so that's good.
So they can
That's
just
not
shoot
bad. 8
through.
damage.
So the drow grabbed me from below the steps and throw me, and then
He grabbed you. He was close enough and he tripped you. You can think of it as him grabbing your legs and picking you up, and then.
Okay, how much damage
making
did he
you
do to
fall
me?
the ground. He did 8.
Okay.
And as the bugbear threw the lance, he then decides that he is going to rush forward into the range of Kathra. And then it's going to be another bugbear. And this bugbear, he decides, he's going to try to move forward. He's going to move through. Actually, I don't think he can do that. When the creature is too big, I don't think he can run through the 5-foot spaces. Can he? Hey, Hang, you there?
Oh, what's up?
Do you remember the rule for like if like for medium creatures moving through the same block, can they move through their own like buddy?
I'm pretty sure they can go through, but they can't stop on that space. Like they can't
stop
occupy
in
the
this
same
space.
spot.
They can go through, but they can't stop. Okay. So, the
I mean, I
bugbear-
think that's at your discretion. Like, really.
yeah, because I know
So
that
some
the-
people act like it's a hard block. Some people like act like if it's friendly. Like, obviously, you wouldn't be able to go through an enemy, without like something happening. But I'm pretty sure, as long as you're not like, as long as the 2 units aren't too big to like be bigger than that space, I don't see why like a friendly unit would let another friendly unit by.
Okay, yeah,
Because like the same should apply to the PCs too, right?
it would. But there's the thing though, this bugbear, he has this skill that's reach. But the thing is that he has a friendly in front of him, but 5 feet away from that is the other person. So like basically I have a bugbear that's 5 feet away from another PC, but he has javelin, which is ranged. No, he has javelin, which is melee, but he has 5 feet reach.
You're basically
like,
saying
can I
that they'd be able to attack through.
Yeah, can I
Yeah,
attack
that's a
through?
bit much. If
That'd
anything,
be-
I think it'd be at a huge penalty.
Yeah.
Disadvantage
I would
at
say that it
least.
has to be a disadvantage. Yeah, absolutely. But that's the thing, though. I don't know. I don't know if it's
I don't know.
easier for
I
me
don't
to
know
just
the height of
javelin.
the stairs, so you probably can just stab through
Trying
and
to,
not be
like,
disadvantaged at
Angle
all.
a spear around his buddy.
Yeah.
It's like if he fucks up, he could stab his friend.
Exactly. Okay. So what I'll have the bugbear do is I'll have him throw a javelin again, and it'll be at
What range is he throwing it at?
1, 2, 3, 20 feet.
Disadvantage because that's be 30 feet.
Yeah,
30 or 100.
30 to 120. Good
Yep,
catch.
so anything
I'll
under
move
is
him back.
disadvantage.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey, you already did it. You can't pull it back.
This isn't Chestator, and I'm the DM.
You already
He moved,
did-
he
you
moved
already
10
did.
feet away. He moved 10 feet
Ah,
away.
sure,
I saved it.
whatever.
He picked up the javelin and he throws it at the human, who he sees that is clearly hurt. And he misses. These throws it too high as you're at the top of the stairs.
Yeah, don't worry. The bugbear and the drow, they're small, so there's no disadvantage of throwing for them. So you should have hit me.
Don't worry, I won't reroll. Kethra.
Yeah, I should have been thinking this whole time. Just want to double check something. Okay. I'm going to swing at the drow next to me.
Currently no disadvantage because you're not flanking technically, which is weird, right? I would always assume that you could. Actual wall. Ah. No advantage. It has to be like flank. It has to be like an actual flank.
I didn't assume I was getting an advantage. Okay.
I was gonna say, wasn't it rear more than anything? Because it's behind. Flank is side too.
Flank is side.
Flank. The definition of flank is side as well.
Yeah, but usually it's in D&D it means specifically that you have to be on opposite ends of them. It's not like
Yeah.
actual term for flanking. Holy shit! You rolled. Oh, never mind. That's just a damage.
My 12.
So you lifted up your warhammer and you swung, and that's 11.
12, technically.
12 is it? Do you have the
The
blessing?
bless. Yeah.
That is the bless.
Right? No, you do not hit.
Okay.
It's
then-
unfortunate. Actually, I don't think even if you rolled a max, I think you still would have missed.
The shitty roll.
Yeah. Eh.
With my bonus action, I want to cast Armor of Faith on Kosef. Give him 2 extra AC.
Kosef, you now have temporarily
19 AC.
19 AC. Okay.
And my turn.
Okay. Next is the drow, which the drow doesn't have any weapons. It just has like this. It just has like literally a grapple skill, and I'm like, what's the point of you?
So it just threw me down, and that's all it did.
It doesn't have like weapons,
So
which
it
doesn't
fisted
make any sense. That's the thing though, like so the drow, as I'm reading his character sheet, there's a reason for this, but he has yeah, he has like he has no fucking weapons on him. I don't understand why they would make the character like this. The only thing I could think of is that they supposedly wanted probably him to have like maybe a weapon that they would use to attack. But the only thing I see is melee. Literally melee.
Maybe he's a monk drow. I don't know.
You know what? I'm just gonna say that they have a short sword. That way it's easier on me. That's like 1d6, and that's plus dex, which is 4, so it'd be 1d6 plus 4. Let's see if it hits. So it attacks you, blah blah blah, with the sword that it has on its hand. Did I add the 4? Yeah. The drow that was in front of you grabbed their short sword and tried to stab you, but unfortunately you were too nimble and too quick, and you were able to avoid its blows. The drow then looks back at its buddy, and the bugbear that's here decides to attack the dwarf that's in front of him.
Can he javelin or whatever he's hitting through the gap between the two of them without accidentally hitting his bugbear
Yes.
buddy?
Yeah, it's fine.
As long as they are, like, the squares are touching.
Okay, I thought the bugbear was bigger, that he actually almost eats the other square.
No, that only happens when you are a large or a huge creature. Then it starts getting into weird rules, of which I actually have a little guide for, which is very useful. The bugbear that's on the side swings his Morningstar. And as he swings his Morningstar, he only hits the ground as it just bounces off the shields of Kethra. And then he swings his Morningstar again. Actually, does he have... Nah, he doesn't have it. He only does extra damage if he hits. He doesn't have multi-attack. Alright.
That'd be
So he
amazing
swings
for
his
Proof.
damage.
The dexterous Proof.
Next is Kosef.
Okay, I'll swing my greatsword. Ignore the +2, so 14. Is that, should I roll bless, Del?
Yes, roll bless. You do not hit with that.
Okay, 3,
D4.
17.
You are able to hit as you barely hit the bugbear.
No,
Roll
what
four
bugbear are you talking about? I'm hitting the drow. I can't hit bugbear.
You're on my bad. You're hitting the drow. So actually, do you hit the drow? Let me look it up. I mean yeah, you hit him. You hit him. If
Okay.
even if you wouldn't have rolled the bonus, yeah, you would have hit him.
2d6 plus 2, so that's 11.
2d6 plus 2, and then you said
So no, sorry, no, that I remember that wrong. 6 plus 2, 8.
okay.
Wait, where'd
I
you
was
get
like,
11
I was
from?
like,
I
what?
read the 3 too because I got confused.
Like 6 plus 2 is 11.
No, I saw the 3. I didn't realize it added it, so that's 8. So 8 plus 21. Let's see if that kills him. That'd be nice.
The drow is standing there, and as you swing your greatsword, you finally feel that you caught a bit of flesh. The drow winces as he tries to block your greatsword, but you feel that even though he attempted to block it, you did quite a bit of damage as you gave him quite a big cut. He is still standing. He still looks weakened.
Okay.
Next is the rogue.
No.
The rogue.
I have extra attack. Slow down.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Do it.
15. Do I need to roll bless
You hit.
for the drow? Okay. 2d6 plus 2. So that's 12.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably one dead drow.
As you swing your sword a second time, with a greater firm of your sword, you slash again, and some blood starts trickling down the drow's clothes and armor. He's still not down. He is very, very hurt.
Okay, I'm using my extra action surge to attack a third time.
Okay, that's a daily, I think, right?
Yes, it's a rest, not a daily.
The rest. Okay, rest.
Yeah, short or
Oh,
long. That doesn't
That
not
is a
worth it.
miss. Oh,
No point in
two out of
rolling
three,
bless.
Actually, no. Nah. Even if you rolled max, you wouldn't have hit. So,
Yep.
as you swing your sword again, it swings, but it seems that your breath was a little off, and the drow in its weakened stain slouched slightly and moved, and bobbed and weaved and slightly got out of the way of the sword. He is very hurt, but that swing that he missed, it was very lucky. For if you had hit, you may have actually taken him down.
Okay.
Next is going to be
I'm
the rogue.
gonna run back here because I can still bonus action because it doesn't count. It's
Okay,
action for
that
action surge.
will,
Yep,
that will count as a attack of opportunity from
for
the drow. And the drow in his weakened stain decides to swing his sword, and as he does,
You rolled a 19.
no, as he does, you back away, and he swings at nothing. He looks at you and is worried that he may not have enough strength to continue. Next is going to be the rogue. As the rogue sees an opportunity of the drow that is close to death, hides, and almost as an invisible shadow, moves up to the drow, where he does not see at all the rogue, nor does he see how he could have appeared in front of him.
Ignore that. I'm
He
just
rolled
rolling
a
for
nat-
the distance.
He rolled a nat 20. And because he did a nat 20, that means that he did an extra bit of damage. He had done a lot of damage. So that's 1d6, 2d6, and that's 5d6 plus 4. So that's 18. And he goes up to the drow. The drow looks like he is quite weakened, and he looks almost that he's looking backwards to run away. And as he starts backing, being prepared to take whatever swing that from the dwarf that's next to him, perhaps he could, just take it and then leave to save his life. The rogue comes from a shadow, and he comes out and he swings, and the cut that was too shallow around his body was then deepened by the next cut, and a pool of blood dropped at his feet, and you can see some organs fall out, and he's dead. And then the rogue decides he's just gonna mosey on over and go back to hiding behind the dwarf, as he believes that the dwarf is a very good wall. Next is going to be the bugbear. This bugbear from this distance, he's like, oh, holy shit, that guy owed me money. I can't believe he did that. So he looks at the dwarf and he swings. And as he swings, its Morningstar hits a hard steel shield, which deflects the Morningstar. And Cathra, you fought several bugbears throughout the time that, unfortunately, without you wanting to, and you've gotten quite used to the amount of strength that they put into it, allowing you to easily parry that Morningstar.
Oh, you got bugbear? I think a million of you guys on by now.
The bugbears then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He gets from behind, and that's.
Okay, there is no way he could see him up the stairs.
Yeah, there's if I don't get disadvantage for shooting through 2 guys, he cannot hit me from below the stairs. There's no way. That's
he
cheating.
can.
No, he cannot, because if he can.
I just said he can't. Yeah, he can't.
Oh, okay.
because
You said. No,
he
not
can't
in
because
distance.
he's
The
like,
height.
his buddy is there. I'm just trying to
Yeah.
see how far you are from
Oh,
him.
fair enough. But yeah,
So
like
if he was to move up to the stairs, whether or not he would see you, which next turn he most likely will. I just have to move him. So he decides to go there, because that's all he can go. And he's just there. He can't really do much because everyone is like sort of covering that area. But next turn he'll most likely go past them and attempt to swing at you. Cathra.
I'm gonna swing at the bugbear directly to my east.
Okay, so you swing at that bugbear.
Holy shit! Dell!
What?
Hey! They just announced a
Yeah.
new Fatal Fury, Garo Mark of the Wolves. New Garo, bro!
8 damage.
Oh shit, okay. That's D8. What is your modifier?
3, so 8.
3, so 8. Okay, so the bugbear that is to the east of you gets hit with 8. He lets out a grunt as you hit him, and he looks at you with fury. How could you? How could you hit me? How could you slap? Anything else?
No, that's all.
Next is going to be the drow, which is dead, so let me remove him. Then it's going to be the bugbear, and this bugbear, he sees an advantage and he goes here. He surrounds you as him, and he gets advantage on hitting you, but he didn't realize that the rogue was there, and he does not spot the rogue immediately. He does not spot the rogue immediately. Excellent. Oh, that's terrible. He swings his Morningstar, however, he is a bit gasped for breath. He has not been putting any cardio in his workout, so when he swings, he's tired and he just misses you. Shame. Kosef.
So it takes an action to switch weapons, right?
It does. Actually, you can use it as a bonus action, I believe, to switch weapons.
Okay.
They switched it over, I think,
Okay.
in 5th edition.
I'm taking a bonus action to switch my crossbow, and I move. Hold on.
I'll
Move
say
here.
I'll say that you had a. What, you said a crossbow or your bolt?
No, it's already been bolted. I haven't shot it.
Oh, okay, then yeah, you can shoot
Yeah.
it. You can shoot
So-
it there, and multi-attack allows you to.
No, I can't multi-attack because remember we talked. If I do any movement, it's only
You're
it's
gonna-
2-1, 2-1 basically for reload, so it won't count for this turn because I had to switch weapons. So I'm flanking, so I get advantage. And it's not 19,
Hit.
but whatever. 24, so that's 1d10 plus 4. So that's 13.
I just shoot the crossbow, and the bugbear makes a swing towards Cathra. The arrow hits him square on the back. The bugbear makes a grunt, pained noise. Anything else?
Can I reload or no?
You
Or-
can. You can
okay.
prepare for the next.
I reload my crossbow and my turn.
I think it's a bolt. Isn't that a bolt?
It's reload my crossbow. I put a bolt in the crossbow, but I'm reloading the crossbow. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay. So
different
you can reload
terminology,
it
same
to
thing.
Next turn.
so I can double attack.
Uh-oh. Oh, I was like, what the hell's going on? The little, your guys have little invisible icons and it blocked my turn thing. I couldn't touch it.
It's annoying.
Next is the rogue. The rogue then attempts to... Let's see if this works. Hold on. I mean, it should, right? Okay. So the rogue then goes, oh no, you spot me. So what he does is he... If this doesn't work, I'm gonna be out in the open. He goes behind Gundren, using him as a shield, and then is managed to hide beneath his shadow. And then as he does that, he then sneaks forward to the bugbear.
Can he sneak here for a flank anyways too?
Yeah, you're right.
Does it
But
say
he
make
already
your
has
job?
advantage. It doesn't
Yeah.
make any sense.
Yeah. Double
He already has
advantage.
It's the same thing. So besides that,
I was just
you're
gonna
not
say
gonna
you,
get it. You're not gonna get advantage if I do that.
yeah, but you could have, instead of doing that with the shadow thing, you could have flanked him, attacked with advantage, then disengaged behind Gundren.
No, I already disengaged.
No, I'm saying instead of disengaging at the start, you should have done it at the end because you could have just flanked him.
I don't have advantage if I did that.
Oh yeah, you flank and get
actually,
advantage.
No, I have, because if I did that, then I could, yeah, I could do that. I could grab here, then go out. Whatever. I already did it.
Yeah, fair
he
enough.
disengages behind Gundren, because the rogue wouldn't do that. The rogue would use someone else's as a shield. So he went
Yeah.
behind Gundren, and he's all like, "Heh, meat shield," and he went up, back again to the bugbear, and he attacked him. And he was able to surprise the bugbear, as the bugbear only saw a frightened dwarf, which he saw as his next target. The rogue then appears suddenly in front of him and slashes at him. That's gains advantage. Oh god, that was very close. That's a miss. Fuck.
Bless.
The rogue then goes up to the bugbear and he's like, "Aha! I'm gonna get this guy. This guy's gonna be an idiot as soon as he sees that my knife is at his throat." And he starts swinging his swords, but unfortunately, all the cuts that he makes are too shallow. It was just a misstep.
Advantaging with bless.
Oh yeah, right. He does have
Give me
bless. Yeah, everyone has bless. So 1d4.
So that would be an extra 1d4. Okay. Usually I would hit and I wouldn't pay attention to that. And he notices that his feeling this guided light to kill, this holy light to murder, surges through him, and he decides to attack. And with this advantage, he does 1d6. So he does 4d6 plus 4. And that's 21. And as the rogue comes up from behind the shadow of Gundren, he then slashes at the bugbear, and the bugbear, not understanding why he had just missed his Morning Star swing at Cathra, had dropped his Morning Star without knowing, and the bleeding out was so quickly that within 3 to 4 seconds, he had just fallen to the ground with the sheer just blood loss that was coming out from his leg and neck. Next is going to be actually. Yeah, that bugbear is dead. And the rogue can now move! Yay! Because he's dead! The rogue then moves. Oh no. Yeah, he would move there. Fuck. Don't shoot me! The rogue then moves behind the dwarf for shield, as he believes that a metal shield is better than a flesh shield. Next is the bugbear. The bugbear is seen as Conrad fall, decides, I'm gonna attack this dwarf. And he picks up his Morningstar. He rolls a 20. Wow, that's fucking crazy. He lifts up his Morningstar and he slams it with all his fury. However, although it is 2d8 plus 2 piercing damage, when he swings, he also swings it with a brutish strength, which means that he does 3d8 plus 2.
Ouch.
And as he swings his
pretty hard.
Morningstar, he hits your shield with such a force that it almost takes you off your feet. He does 14 damage to you. The blow almost knocked the wind out of you, but you regain your composure quickly. Next is going to be the other bugbear, and this other bugbear decides, I'm gonna, try to help out my buddy. Hold on, let me move this dead body away. As he very viciously just kicks the dead drow, and as he kicks the dead drow, as he kicks the dead drow,
All the organs
where
go
are
flying
you?
out.
Where are you?
Money owes him.
Methman, Cathra, Kosef. Okay, all of you see it. So as the bugbear runs up and kicks the drow to fall down the stairs, you notice that the drow is no longer in the shape of a drow. His face, the side of his ears, his skin, everything changes as if it was a not of that being. You notice it, but you don't know exactly what it is until after the fight is finished that you can check it. But the being that was there completely has changed. And the bugbear, he attacks the drow. He's like, oh, well, I mean, my buddy just hit her. I can hit her probably too. So he picks up his Morningstar and he swings with all his brutish strength. But unfortunately, seeing as he doesn't have advantage, he does not score nat 20. As he swings, he slams his Morningstar to the ground as you parry it easily to the ground, and it slams on the ground. You see pebbles move. Kethra.
Can I tell which one of these is weaker?
Roll a perception. As you look to see which one of them is weaker, you notice that the one that had just striked you maybe was probably due to a death throw. You see him breathing heavily as you see wounds and lacerations on his armor and skin. The one to the north of you seems a little bit fresher, angry and eager to try to do as much damage to you as possible.
Maddie, hit the one weaker, even if it wasn't weaker because it's closer. I can't hit that one if you kill the other one.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit the one to me east. Well, I'm gonna try to. Five.
So you rolled Warhammer and you rolled 22?
20.
Oh no, that was the damage. So you rolled a what? How much damage?
5 damage.
5 damage? Okay, so that's
I
2
assume
plus
the 20
3?
hit. Yeah.
Really? You only get a +1 to your hammer?
What do you mean? I get +3 to my hammer.
Oh, okay.
You only rolled 2 on damage.
Yeah. So that was 2. So you rolled 5, so it's plus 3. Okay, so
Wait,
you rolled
am
a
I
5.
supposed to be adding my strength modifier to my damage?
It's usually already added. To
It
your
should be
bonus.
included.
I don't know. It was Let me look up Warhammers.
Yeah, your Warhammer is So you know how like I have a dex weapon? I get bonus to my dex for damage and for hitting
Yeah.
because like I focus on dex. So you would focus on strength. You get a +2, but usually weapons like that get like a plus to them. Wait, didn't you already purchase a +1?
I did. That's already added in there.
Okay, so that's the reason
Warhammer-
why it's added in there. Is that the 3 that you're adding?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that's
Yeah,
5.
Warhammers are just 1d8. That's it.
Yeah. So it's because they're really fucking good. So you're able to slam the Warhammer against the Bugbear. He lets out a pained grunt as you swing and you hit him. However, he still is very tenacious and looks at you with scowling eyes. What are you gonna do next?
I am going to stand here.
Kosef.
I'm going to the bathroom.
Okay.
Does that.
I'm going to shoot this bugbear.
He's able to be hit.
26.
Hit.
I got an 18. God damn it. That's never gonna get the second a crit.
That's crazy how you got like a weapon that could crit at 19 and it's like
Well, no, it's not a weapon. It's my skill actually.
skill. Dude,
I literally got a useless skill for me.
I think this is like my 3rd crit this game. This is like the best I have ever played. I have never gotten more than 1 crit in 1 campaign.
Okay, so that's 8 plus 4, so 12.
As you notch the bolt, you shoot and you're able to hit the bugbear. He scowls at you, looking at you as if he's going to try to run towards you as fast as he can.
Because of my extra attack, I can slot in a bolt quickly for my first thing and fire.
Okay. Fire.
17. Do I need to bless? Okay. 1d10 plus 4. That's 10, 14.
You load your bolt as quickly as you can, and then you take ready aim. Have your breath steady and shoot. As you shoot, the bolt lands squarely in the clavicle of the bugbear. He looks at you and he gasps for air. However, he does not fall through some miracle. He is there standing, more dead than alive.
Okay. I'm going to end my turn, but I'm going to roll a perception check to make sure that I'm not getting flanked by that door that I can see. Barely, because it's dark.
You look at the door, and you notice that those are very heavy doors. But you don't hear anything from the other side. You just know that there is another room there, and a heavy door means a big room.
Okay, my turn's
The
done.
rogue decides, you know what? I'm gonna get this guy. I'm gonna cut this guy up. Yeah! And he hides behind the dwarf again. There is... And as he hides behind that bugbear, the bugbear doesn't see him. The rogue then appears again. Sha! He hides behind the dwarf so that the bugbear to the east cannot see him. Then he swings, and when he swings, he gains advantage. And he does a nat 20. Wow, again, that's crazy. He just keeps doing nat 20s. It's fucking crazy.
Your character or the the bugbear?
Yeah, my character is like his 5th nat 20 that he's had.
To
this
be
campaign.
fair, one of the best characters to have crits is the rogue.
Yeah, but he rolls it naturally. Unlike
Yeah.
you, which you have a bonus and For
Like
some
I
reason,
said,
we're still not hitting it. I
I'm
don't
probably
know
not.
what's
I'm
that.
probably not doing another range character in a while. I'm just gonna probably do his dumb barbarian or something.
Those are pretty fun. They're very simple.
Yeah.
He goes up to the bugbear, and the bugbear is sort of like half standing, almost half falling as he's just barely holding it together. He's readying a swing that he's trying to do a death throw and attack this dwarf. He believes that if he does one last strike, maybe he could kill at least one of you. However, the rogue comes up from behind, and as he comes up from behind, he decides to swing his dagger, and as he does, he swings and he cuts so deeply into the bugbear's neck that the only thing left holding his head on is the skin and sinew of the bugbear's neck skin. The bugbear falls to the ground, head dangling on the side of its body. Minus 19. Okay, so now that he does that, the rogue decides to hide behind the wall. He hides behind here. That bugbear is alive, that bugbear is dead. Okay, all that's left is this bugbear. This bugbear sees that all his friends have died, and he says, like, you know what? I ain't going down. I ain't going out like no bitch. So he picks up his hammer and he swings it at Catherine as hard as he can. He prays to his gods and he says, he looks at you and he goes for the black spider and he swings. And he picks up his Morning Star and he swings as hard as he can towards Cathra, but unfortunately he slams his hammer so hard into the ground that it becomes stuck to the ground. He'll have to remove it from the steps in his next turn.
A pretty bad mess.
Nat
That's
one.
a nat 1.
Yeah.
Cathra.
Maddie, please just, if you're gonna attack, move so I'll be able to shoot him. Maybe in a flanking position.
Can I get around him without?
Yeah, of course you can.
Yeah.
You can go. You wouldn't go through him. You go like around him. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
it works fine for that.
I can go fast enough for that.
You nimbly and undaintily move around very heavily to the bottom of the stairs,
I'm going to
to
attack
the
him
back side of the drow.
with my warhammer with both hands.
Okay, hammers with both hands. Make sure that you remember that your AC will be lower. I believe it's by 2, so you'll be at 17.
Right.
Please notate that on your character sheet temporarily. Thank you. You attempt to hit him with your warhammer, and I'll say you have advantage, so you are able to hit.
All damage.
12 damage. Okay. As the bugbear is attempting to pull with all his strength his Morningstar, which he slammed into this wall, he gets it stuck in these little crevices. As he's trying to pull it out, you see it as an advantage. You move yourself to behind him and strike your hammer onto the square center of the bugbear. You knock the wind out of him. The bugbear almost collapses to the ground. He's looking at you with eyes of anger and rage. Anything else?
Nope, that's all.
Next is Kosef.
Okay. Can I shoot from here, or is he too low on the steps, so I need to move closer?
I'll say you can shoot. He's pretty big.
Okay. I'm shooting by flank. I can only shoot once, so I use my
You roll a
initial
one, I'm gonna
action.
have to- if you roll a 1, I'm gonna have you re-roll to hit Cathra.
Fair enough. um, why'd you say that? Okay, I have advantage at least because it's on a flank.
Yeah, you haven't rolled a 1 in a long time, so you'd be fine. What would be the
I had
chance
to
of
roll
you
a one
rolling it now?
twice. I had to roll it twice. It's advantage.
Yeah, but what are the chances of you rolling it now? I don't think so.
Okay, so the
Might as
first
well be
move I
fine.
do is I reload my crossbow and I take aim and fire. Oh my
Oh,
god!
finally! Your crit is an at 20.
So what's the rules for 20s again?
You roll 1 extra dice of damage.
Okay, I roll 2d10s plus 4, so 19.
I thought that
19?
was a different noise.
No, I would have been like, I would have just went to bed because that wouldn't have been just one nat one, Maddie. That would have been 2 nat ones.
So you had picked up your crossbow and you notch, and you already had the bolt in there as you did previously, and you
No,
aimed
I had
square.
to load it. I had to load it.
So you loaded the crossbow on and you picked it up and you aimed carefully, and due to something in the wind of the cave or just how the flow was, you were in total darkness, so the bugbear couldn't see you too clearly. You could see you somewhat, but okay. But you had taken advantage of that and aimed carefully and shot it, and just the way that the wind had carried it, it made it go ever so slightly down, square in its head. And the bugbear, without noticing that it had been hit, attempted to lift up his morning star, and as he had finally pried it from the ground, he had gone slump, almost as if he had just lost all energy and fell to the ground. There, Cathra, you see a bolt very deeply embedded into his skull.
Well, that's one way to die. It's like more evil defeated. I don't see anything else around here right now.
Okay. Because my turn is technically not over, I reload my crossbow so I can attack twice next time we
Oh,
fight.
you could do that during. You don't have to
I'm
do
still
it.
saying it just to do it, because I swear I won't do it one time and it'll get me.
So these bugbears are all dead, and there on the side you see clearly that that is not a drow. Cathra, would you like to look at that being? Perhaps you would recognize it. You'll have to look at Arcana.
TD4.
You look at it and you say, God, that thing is ugly. I don't know what it is, but it probably died from looking at itself in the mirror.
I roll Arcana.
Tater, you recognize it. As you approach it, you look closely, and you can tell that some of the marks and injuries that it has are similar to the ones that you had done previously when from the being who had run away from the castle, from Cragmaw Castle. And you notice that it is most likely the drow that you met at that time. However, what this thing is not a drow. It is a doppelganger. It is a being who takes the face of other creatures, gets by. It has vile powers which allows it to read the minds of other beings. And actually, that's one of the issues that I had with it, because I wasn't sure. Because like, if you can read the mind and thoughts of another creature, if you're in a battle and you're fighting, doesn't that mean you get advantage at least for one turn? And I was thinking maybe, but at the same time, it doesn't say you gain advantage. So why would I put that in there?
It's probably if you want to do
I
like
looked it
lore
up.
stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. And he was able to read a little bit of the mind and things like that. He can read thoughts.
The reason why he couldn't do anything is he thought of me and all he heard was Thunder Tree.
Thunder Tree. He kept doing the finger guns. He's like, hey,
I'm rolling for healing potion, by the way, so 2d4 plus 2. Okay,
okay,
so that's 8.
6.
8 health, because
Oh, eight,
plus
eight,
2,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Did you already add it?
36. Yeah, I did right now.
Alright, nice. Make sure you subtract that from your kit.
Yeah, I'll do it right now.
And the rogue comes out. He steps over the one of the bugbears, and he looks at the other one. He's like, "A bunch of fine work, ladies and gents. A bunch of fine work." Gundren finally comes up from behind and says it's quite dangerous, but he suspects that they probably won't be the last ones. We should probably rest up and heal.
Yeah. I meant I
for at
rolled.
least a bit.
Yeah, I asked Gundren to aim his torch down the hall from behind us, and I rolled perception to see if I can see the slime where it is still following us because we were fighting.
Oh wow! Did you just move your character there?
I moved it while rolling perception to like look. So
Okay.
yeah, I was here
yeah,
and I rolled
you,
perception and moved to Gundren to ask him to aim it.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he made it all the way up to you guys. So what I was doing was that for every turn he moved a total of 10 feet, and he finally got to a certain spot. And Gundren, I guess he didn't spot him, so the Ogre Jelly was able to get up close to you guys to attack. But the thing is that I thought that you were going to be up there. If you're there, the jelly's probably going to attack you instead of Gundren, though, so he might not kill Gundren.
Yeah. Well, I rolled perception. I guess I don't have a chance to like see him attacking me.
You weren't looking that area, and he rolled. Fortunately, he rolled. He didn't roll badly, but at the same time, your thing is so high. So I'll say I'll move him back because he rolled high, but he didn't roll the 17. He just rolled a.
Oh, he had to roll a 19 to be fair as well, because I'm AC 19 right now still.
Your AC isn't 9. I'm talking about your passive perception.
Oh, yeah. Sorry,
it's whether or not you see him. And
okay.
I guess you were able to see him from a distance. However, you see the Ochre Jelly. As you're taking a swig of the bottle, it had your eyes shift away momentarily, and as you go and talk to Gundren, you notice that a few feet away from you, the Ochre Jelly is there.
Well,
the Ogre Jelly is there, sliming ever so steadily. Only currently you are the only one. You and Gundren are the only ones who see the Ochre Jelly at this time. So I'll have you roll initiative.
Okay. Do you need to put the turn thing on?
Yeah, hold on. Wait. Alright, go.
Does Gundren have to roll initiative too to run away?
Yes, he will. Let me, I just need to look for his pog. I didn't,
He's immune to slashing, right?
Yes, unfortunately he is, but you're gonna have to try other methods of
piercing
damage.
works.
I also know
Yeah.
that he has other immunities, which I won't tell you, just because for some reason you decide to do it, it'll just be a surprise.
Well, I thought I rolled animal handling, so I knew what he was weak to.
You knew it was a slime, and you knew it was yellow, and you're not too familiar with it. You know it's a slime, and you know that slashing doesn't work against it, but you can like you can slam it with a hammer or a club, and it'll be fine. If you shoot at the jelly itself, you have to hit a very specific spot in order to kill it.
I thought it counted still for piercing. It didn't have weakness to that.
You can pierce. Yeah.
Yeah, so
both will be fine.
Yeah, so both work.
So you rolled right now, and
You put the slimer roll low because I assume it's slow. No, of course not.
and I'll just
Come on, Gundren, roll high.
you know what? I'll just wow, you rolled very high. Okay. So at least for this turn, the only ones who are in combat are you, and the jelly at this moment is only able to move a very slow amount. Gundren, seeing that the jelly is nearby, says, "I'll leave you to take care of this," as he runs.
It doesn't yell and tell the other people.
Says, "Ah!" He screams out and he goes, "Ah!" The other two take notice of him running away. However, they're not sure why, and the Gundren just goes, "Ah!" And Kosef,
okay with that,
There's
Cousin?
not next, not next. Next is the ochre jelly. The ochre jelly slowly slimes its way up, and he then attempts to. Oh my god. Slash this. Oh my god.
Goodbye, Kosef. It was nice knowing you.
No, it's just if you do something to this thing, it becomes much harder. I recommend that you do not. I recommend that you listen to Kosef's suggestions of not slashing it. But you could if you want. I mean, who am I to say no?
Look at my Warhammer. Okay.
I'm the only one who can do it.
Well, Nathaniel can too.
The jelly then grabs his pseudopod, which is his slimy tendril, and he attempts to slap you. It's quite a hearty slap. It's quite viscous in its viscosity, its tendrily form, and he misses as you are too quick and he is too slow. Next is going to be Kosef. Kosef, what do you do?
Okay, so it missed me entirely. That's nice.
Mhm.
Can I half sword a great sword and hit him with the hilt, or would that be no?
You can only use the weapon as intended.
Okay, to be fair, that is a technique for swords, so
It is, however, in D&D it's not.
yeah, fair enough, fair enough. Okay, so I'm gonna use my crossbow because it's loaded, and it'll be at disadvantage because I'm in range.
Yes.
And do we still have blessing in effect, Del or Maddie?
You do.
Okay, will that hit, or do I need to reuse the blessing?
It hits.
Okay,
It's a big blob
1d10.
of jelly.
To be fair, like I still want to check, right? I don't want to waste the roll if it's. Okay, well that was shit. That's 6.
6 damage.
Yep.
As you take out your bolts, you shoot and you're able to hit the jelly. It squirms a bit. What do you do next?
Okay, I will run. This is 10. Here.
Taking a back
And...
attack of opportunity. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, of course. And I move here.
Before you run away, he's able to swing his meaty, girthy jelly limb and slap you. He's able to hit you as you're running away. You were not careful enough, unfortunately.
Wow, he rolled a good
you were
AC.
Not sure of his reach.
Okay.
He rolled a 20.
Damn.
And as he
Nat
does,
20?
he rolls...
Please no.
Yes, no, it was not. It was not an nat
Okay,
20.
thank God.
He rolled a 16 plus 4.
Nice.
So as he does a hit. However, his yellow body is actually quite acidic. So, besides getting hit with a very nasty tendril, which is 2d6 plus 2, unfortunately the slime gets on your armor and on your skin, hurting you for 1d6 damage. So, I will do 2d6 plus 2.
Come on, low numbers. Nope, not low
and
numbers.
1d6.
Okay.
So that is 8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay.
11 damage. You
That's
feel the
25.
slime stinging your skin. It hurts slightly, however, it's a good thing you're slightly more away from it.
I reload my crossbow so I can double attack.
The rogue specifically has a blade, and he has to know whether or not this happens, so he is going to roll a survival.
Didn't I tell everyone that though?
To not slash it? No, you didn't say
Yeah.
anything. You just kind of like moved away. In fact,
Oh no,
it's
I'm
still
saying
your
I
turn.
thought I told them last time we dealt with it that slash is no good.
You told them that it was no good, but the rogue is an idiot. You need to say something in terms of like, hey, don't slash in case
Fair
of
enough,
this.
fair enough, fair
And I'll
enough.
say that you rolled high enough to understand this, and this is something that you currently only know.
Yeah.
If you are to attack the jelly and you cut it, it has a tendency to split and become multiple. So try not to cut it.
So I yell, slime, don't cut the stupid thing.
The rogue looks at you baffled, not understanding what's going on. As he looks around, let's see, wait a second. Really? No shit. Okay, so he barely spots this large ooze jelly, and he goes, "Holy shit, a slime! It's an ochre jelly." Then the rogue and Kathra, you are to roll initiative, please.
Don't think, Kefir, you roll a 0.
Right.
What? How'd you roll a 0?
I have a
He has
-1
negative
modifier.
You
initiative.
roll
So
a nat 1?
she rolled a nat 1 and got -1.
You lose your first turn.
Oh, really?
Yes, technically
Yeah,
you
I'm not
do.
joking.
That's how it
Not bad
works.
there.
If you don't have an initiative, it means... Don't you have to roll initiative again, too?
No,
you're being
no,
a-
you don't. You just become last and you lose the first turn.
Okay, see you in 2 minutes.
So of the new people that started the fight, it's still going to be in the same order, but the new people who rolled will roll that. So it's going to be the ochre jelly, it's going to be the rogue, and then Kathra. So, Kosef.
My turn's already over,
Okay,
so it's Gundren's.
Gundren, he looks and he decides, you know what, I'm just going to mosey on over here. Make sure I don't die. The ochre jelly then moves slowly towards the rogue, and he attempts to slap him as he sees him, and the rogue is just like, what the hell? Holy shit. He picks up his slime and he just hits the rogue across his body. He slams him against the wall. As he slams him against the wall, he hits him with not only the blunt damage, but the acidic slime that's covering his tendrils. That's 2d6. And then plus 2, and then one more d6. Plus 2, so that's 14. The rogue then gets slammed to the wall, and he is still standing on his feet, quite surprised what had occurred and hurt. However, he is also noticing the effects of the slime and acidic nature of it. He feels it stinging on his skin. Next is the rogue. The rogue, then surprised by this, immediately disengages and tries to gain as much ground as possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And as he does, he moves all the way to the back. And let me look at... What is the distance? I think it's 30 feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should be fine. Yeah. So he shoots towards the center of the ochre jelly at a panic, and he shoots his. He takes out his short bow and he shoots it. And as he does, that's a 9, and he hits the ochre jelly because it's such a large and bulbous thing. He hits it, and as he hits it, it does 1d6 plus 4 piercing. 8. As the rogue looks at the ochre jelly, he sees it, and he looks at you, Kosef, and he says, if you don't want me to slash it, that's the only thing I'm good for, so I'm pretty much useless this fight. I'll leave it into your guys' hands.
Doesn't he have a hand bow? Hand
He
little
does.
crossbow?
But he's not able to do the damage with his short sword, though. That's where he does his main amount of damage.
Yeah.
Next is Kathra.
Next turn.
Yeah, that's not her. Yeah.
Kathra, as Kosef and the rogue have been
Oblivious.
running around in circles, you just seem to ignore them, focusing on the drow that's there, and you tell them, shut up. Both of you seem to constantly wail over almost nothing. As you look at the drow, you notice that he is a polymorph. He's a doppelganger that is changed into the drow that you had seen in the castle. You wonder if this is of what importance this has, and you notice that it is a drow, and then again, also the leader supposedly is also a drow. Perhaps the leader of the spider, this doppelganger, took its face. As such, you take note. It is only then, as you pondering for a few seconds, that you notice that there is a jelly screaming and lashing out. He then slammed the rogue against the wall, and he hit the Kosef as he shot it with its bows. You're surprised, but at the same time you think, at least it's not a rust monster and it'll destroy my armor and shield. And my +1 greatsword. Where's Kaz? Oh, he left, little bitch.
Okay.
I don't know what that part was about, but okay.
Okay, my turn. I can't flank here, right? Because no one's actually
This
dealing
is
with it.
technically a flank. Well, I'm a
No, you're not. No one's engaged.
Yeah.
You have to be engaged.
Yeah,
There's
so
no-
I'm falling back to Gundren, so I'll eat up
Oh,
my
you
bonus
need
turn.
advantage, unless you were just trying to go for the crit. Did you not see that a 9 hit?
Well, advantage for crit, you know what I mean? Like, still, if you can get flank, you get
Alright.
flank. It's always, you always know that's correct. As long as you're not putting yourself in
Over it.
danger. Alright, I'm gonna shoot my crossbow. Did it not go? Oh, there we go.
Nat 20 crit. Make sure that your roll for damage includes a 1 extra hit damage die.
2d10. So 10 plus, shit, damage roll. Plus 4, so 14. And I rack my crossbow and end my turn. So I can double attack next turn.
Next is Gundren, and Gundren looks at you and goes, I'm not gonna do anything. I'm not a fighter. The Ochre Jelly.
I motion to him and say, get behind me.
The Ochre Jelly then attempts to move forward ever so slowly, and as he does, he goes up to Kathra, and as you see below him, his acidic tendrils start covering completely the bugbear, the drow, and the other bugbears, and their body starts slowly melting. You worry that if he's able to get enough slime on you, you'll probably become nothing as well. Picks up his tendril, and he tries to attack you with his pseudopod. Pseudo!
And
As he does,
there goes all
that
our
has
gold.
a 17, right exactly on the mark. He lifts up his...
Forward, I have my
he lifts
shield.
up his...
No.
You don't have... Remember, you
I
have
know.
both your...
I sure wish I had it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
damn.
so you don't have your shield on there, and he lifts up his tendril, and as he slams down on you, you attempt to block it. Unfortunately, blocking with your hammer, it proves not as useful. You get hit with it, you feel a heavy blow, and then you feel a stinging on your body. And that is going to be 2d6 and then 1d6 plus 2. That's 10 damage. You feel very tired. The blow took out more than you were expecting. You weren't expecting to fight at this time, but you do feel weakened right now.
You didn't heal. Oops.
Next is going to be the rogue. The rogue then decides, oh, you know what? I'm just gonna take a chance. He goes behind Kathra, and he lifts up his crossbow, and he notices that you are also attacking it from a distance, and he just goes back 1, 2, 3, and he goes back all the way over here next to the ridge. Takes out his bow, and he shoots, and he hopes, and he prays, and he says, I really hope I don't hit that dwarf.
Can he just go up top and up one and then not hit the dwarf because the
That's
slime is-
lower. That's down.
No, if
the
you move
ridge.
up, yeah, because no, if you
But
move
he
him.
won't be at flank. He won't be flanking.
Oh, okay. So risk flank potential. Okay, that makes sense. But
So he rolled a 24.
Yeah,
and that's a hit. And as he does, he takes his bow and he hits it right into the square of the jelly. If the jelly had a head, it would have gone right in this guy. This guy's a real jerk. Let's see. And he gains advantage, and because he gains advantage, he gains a sneak attack, and the sneak attack works as if he had the dagger. So thankfully he gets 40,
He gets sneak attack on
46.
range? I don't think he does.
I don't think he can sneak attack on range.
Yeah, I don't think it counts. Otherwise, range rogue would be busted.
Pretty sure you can sneak attack on range, but you can't do it like without something that lets you do it. Like
Oh, you
something
need like a
that,
specific
I'm a
ability.
rogue.
Yeah.
I'm a rogue that allows a sneak attack, but I don't know if it applies to me if I do that.
Or actually, I'd look into it. Cause like
that's-
I know
that's
you
something
can
that
sneak
I've never
attack on
done.
range, but like I hear it's like just technicalities, and this is 5th ed, so I don't know if that's something that they just flat out said you can't do anymore.
I'm I'm looking. A lot of people are saying that it applies to range, but at the same time, I'm trying to look for an actual passage.
From the Roll20 website, the attack must use a finesse or ranged weapon.
Yeah, this is a range.
Oh, I guess it counts.
That seems busted.
Okay, well, it only is if you're a rogue, but then again, it's sort of like
Yeah.
you're sniping, right?
Yeah. Also, to be
Yeah.
fair, like the only value a rogue has is sneak attack for damage.
Well, I mean, not just that. Like sneaking in D&D is not as easy as everyone thinks it is.
No, you
until
gotta
play a
roll.
rogue.
You got to roll
Like,
sneak. You got to do.
constantly.
Yeah, and you also
constantly have to make sure you're sneaking, and even then,
And-
against some people, it just won't work because.
and God forbid you're not a halfling, and you're actually like a full sized person, because then you can't hide behind people effectively.
I have been doing less damage than I should have. I'm not +4. I am +7 for damage.
Oh, really?
That's kind of cool. Yeah, I did not know that. Apparently, I get a bonus from being proficient at the weapon, and
Yeah.
Actually, let me look it up.
There's a
look it
reason
up
why
real
I'm
quick.
+8 on my crossbow. I'm supposed to be able to hit every time I shoot my crossbow, basically. That doesn't work out, but
So it's a dex, so it's +4, and I'm also proficient at this weapon. Proficiency, yes, so I have a proficiency for the weapon because I chose this weapon. So that means that I do get plus that, and then plus again, so +7. I would get +7 for this bow. So he shoots it, 4 damage, so instead of 11, he does 18 damage. And originally the rogue believed that if it had a head, he would have shot it. And as he thinks that, he shoots and it strikes center. But not just center, it strikes a small organ in the jelly. And it might have been the main organ that was keeping the jelly together, because after that happens, you see that all the pus and goo that was going around suddenly lost its shape. No longer is it a blob maintaining itself, but a pond of acid that was washing over the bodies. The bugbear and the drow then begin to melt as the majority of their bodies are now mostly slime. You see this foul stench coming from them as the acid is working its way through its bone. And that is one dead slime.
Gonna back away from the puddle of ooze a bit there.
The rogue looks around, and he is able to look at the room, finally getting a good chance to actually see what the hell is going around. He tells you, a wide rift fills the eastern half of this cavern. A stream pours out of the west wall, then tumbles down into the rift and flows out again to the north. Several ropes are secured to iron stakes along on the western edge of the rift, leading down to the chasm floor. The height of the chasm looks quite deep. The rogue can't really see too far below. He would need some light, but he feels like it's a bit further than a small jump.
Group up a little bit. You okay over there, Kosef?
I start heading over. Roll perception to see if anyone's behind us before we leave.
You look around the area. You were a bit worried about the double doors. However, you hear not much sound from it other than the wind and the water that's going through, including the floor underneath. And you don't find much. Yeah.
That was for another pot to heal myself. So that's 10.
You really should wait to do that.
No, you should definitely do them because Dell said we cannot rest in this cave.
No, you can rest. However, that's why you have Gundren. Gundren should be able to sort of like find spots for you to
Okay.
rest at least temporarily. He doesn't
Also-
recommend sitting here the entire day, but he says he could probably secure it enough for at least a few hours.
Also, I'm a cleric.
Yes. Look. Fair enough.
What's your point, Maddie?
Look, Maddie, if I didn't heal last time, I might have died from the slime. What do you want from me? It worked out so
Point
far.
is, I'm casting Prayer of Healing.
High and mighty over here. Ooh, cleric.
Are we going for another fight, Dell, or are we gonna call it here?
No, we're gonna call it here. What I would recommend is that Gundren, he decides to say like, you know what, I could set up, but I'd highly recommend that we set up perhaps near that pond. Right here, there's too many doors, but at least at the pond, you have like one specific entryway where we have to look for. Here we have 3. And I'm suspecting that if we go a little further up, there's going to be a whole lot more entrances. And he shows you the map. He shows you that the twists and turns of the map, it makes your head a little annoyed. And right now, do you have a torch, Kosef?
No, I don't. I actually did take a torch out after we
Then
fought,
what
but
you
yeah.
see right now is what the light of Cathra, what she shines that you can see. After that, it's just darkness.
Okay.
And as you look down into the ravine and the crevice, you see that it goes about 20 feet. The floor, however, is still quite dark, but you believe that it's only 20 feet long, and there are places to go down.
So, here's a question. With these boots, can I jump that far down? No problem?
You can.
Okay.
The rogue
I don't do it now,
suggests, like, maybe we should rest for a bit.
Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna do it
Yeah?
now. Okay, so reconvene at the lake pond. What do you want to call it?
Yes. So the rogue will head there as well. Gundren will head to the lake as well. The slime then begins just decomposing all those beings. Kosef, are you coming with them, or are you just gonna stay in the darkness?
No, I'm coming. Sorry.
Are you gonna,
It's just
get your bow? Are you gonna grab
No.
your bow and start shooting magic missile at the darkness?
Okay.
So as you're there, the Gundren begins setting up small things. He grabs out some food, and he says that you should most likely rest. You don't know what kind of other issues there are, but at least you know this. You cleared out certain areas. He hands you some food and some water to regain your strength, and you gain a bit of rest. He says that he'll keep watch, and he'll let you know. As he does, he stands watch, and he says, after all, I'm not the one who needs to conserve my strength. He looks around, and both of you rest, and you're able to gain the benefits of a rest, which means if you have anything that would be regained from rest, you would gain it back, and you would also gain your hit die plus your level hit die and your level. So it would be whatever your level is. It's level 5, and you would gain whatever your hit die is. So it would be 5d whatever your hit die is.
Okay, what I wanted to say was I could have nerfed you. Can I cast Prayer Healing before we rest and get that back?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
if we're short resting, there's no point, I think, because we get our health back, right? Or no?
No,
Not all
short
of it.
resting, not all of it. You would just do whatever your health die is plus
Yeah,
times your
5
level.
time hit dice.
Oh, okay, fair
Okay.
So-
So question for Prayer Healing: is it? Let me just link it to you. Is it just
Up to
something?
6 creatures
Do
of
I
your
roll a
choice.
2d8, or does everyone roll individually?
No, this would be just you. So you would roll a 2d8 plus your spellcasting ability, and then it would be like a pool of that, and then you would just give us that one by one. So let's say that there's a total of 16 hit points, or right there, that would be 11 plus what?
Well, no. It says 6 creatures equal of my choice regain 2d8, not that I split it.
Up to 6 creatures of your choice can see within range. Each regain hit points equal to 2d6 plus your spellcasting ability, equal to 2d6 plus your spellcasting ability. So that means that up to 6 creatures of your choice that you can see regain hit points equal to that amount that you healed. So in other words,
So it is split.
it is a pool, which you will be giving to them as you see fit.
Not a lot less useful than I thought it was.
It's pretty useful, absolutely, if your spellcasting is pretty high. So you gain, let's say it was 11, and I was 25, and Kosef was, let's say, at 20 as well. You could give him 5 and me 6. So you would just give little by little by little.
Okay. I'm sorry. What is my spellcasting modifier? Is that spell attack bonus?
That should be whatever your spellcasting ability modifier. It's actually.
Okay, it's actually +4 according to the tooltip here.
Ability used to power the spells. So for sorceress, the modifier the same as their charisma modifier. So it's basically it's from the what's used to give your plus to your spells. Is it your charisma? Is it
Wisdom.
your wisdom? So it's your wisdom. So whatever the hell your
Yeah, those
wisdom
four.
modifier is.
So that'd be 19 total with blessing on life as well.
Yeah, so your wisdom is 18, so you get +4, so that'd be 15.
Yeah, +4 from whatever the hell it is.
You have
Disciple
something
of
else
Life.
that allows you to do that. Is another +4, so that's +3.
Yeah, 19.
And there you go. See, it's not too bad. That's quite a chunk.
So what you got 19?
Yeah, so I'll give.
I honestly give it to the rogue and you because I only need 7 HP. And what's the short rest again, Del?
It's what's your hit die?
My hit die is 5.
5. Your hit die is 5?
Yeah, hit die D10 says 5.
Oh, Jesus. Your hit die is D10 then.
Well, it says hit die D10, but the total says 5. So
That's like your
You have
average if
5.
you just. That's your average if you decide to not roll.
oh,
So,
So-
that means that you're gonna get 5d10 plus your Constitution.
so wait, I roll 5 D10s.
5d10 plus your Constitution. That's the short rest.
Okay, well then I'm full health. So no point.
Some people roll only ones, so like they get really fucked up and they don't rest enough.
Yeah.
So he gains
I'll
up
give
some
13 to me and 6 to the rogue.
6 to the rogue.
Yeah.
Okay, the rogue is now healthier. And you gain most of your health back, and then he gets 5d8 plus 1.
Okay, I'm back in full health. Now you were a lot better than I did.
I'm
I mean,
curious.
some
what mine
people
would be.
benefit from sitting on their butts and eating jerky in the darkness more than others.
So wait, that only did. Oh, okay, that's just heavy hit the hit dice.
Yeah, so you can't gain more,
Yeah.
but I gain my health back. So as you are all resting, Gundren keeps watch. He gives you some stuff, and he makes sure that he keeps watch as he's able to see in the darkness. He tells you to not put on a fire, as he believes it might attract other people. And during this time, there is no monsters that come around your area. Everything is eerily quiet, but however you're rested, you gain your breath back, and you're able to remove some of the slime using the water. The rogue and the three of you are ready to continue when you want. For right now, let's just break here.
And I assumed we got nothing off the drow and the bugbears because the ass.
Because they got Aiden,
Actually,
yeah.
let me check.
Well, I don't. The slime ate them. So I don't think we did.
The rogue, before you guys are during your sleep or rest, say that as he was back there next to the ridge, he says he caught a little glimmer of something shining down there. He says he wants to check it out later.
Okay.
All right, but for now, you guys are resting there. So
We
Yep.
stopped now.
Do you guys want to play anything? Or take a break?
I'm gonna get food. I'm hungry.
Yeah, take a break.
Okay. If you guys feel like playing anything.
Well,
Oh,
later
wait.
on.
Evo is going on right now.
Yeah, that's why I figure you
and
guys might not play because of Evo.
Not only that,
I'm not watching Evo.
I
Yeah.
have another 24-hour shift that I have to do tomorrow, so I'm gonna have to do that shit.
He might just be relaxing for the rest of the night.
Pretty much, yeah. Watching anime and
Yeah,
reading
fair enough.
books.
Alright, see you guys in a bit, maybe.
Mm.
Later.